here at Outbreak. Another special guest. So I already hung out with a podcast tonight. Now I'm hanging out with a guy who I'm actually really happy Outbreak's a thing because this is where we met. This is where we hang out. Like,
absolutely.
Outbreak is like, man, you build a family here. You're
absolutely.
like, man, you get to see some people you don't really see much, and that's a beautiful thing about independent wrestling.
Absolutely.
You go to a show and you're like, man, I'm going to go to a show at PPW. You go to a show in Maryland, and like you look forward to seeing certain faces, and that 8-month break they took here at Outbreak. Bad with words. We got to finally hook up again and talk. We kept in contact. We still talk. If you haven't seen, I tag him all the time. Robbie Blizzard from Valhalla Visions. Tell a little people about what your project is.
Ultimately, I've been a wrestling fan my whole life. Me and my best friend have been going to indie shows for about 15 years, and I decided to start giving back and decided to start recording videos and posting them for the guys and girls who do all the hard work in the ring. And I had a shirt made for myself just to wear to shows, and it blew up, and everybody, fans and wrestlers, all just asked me for them. So I went ahead and did it and started making them. And Mac Mayhem, who was one of the wrestlers here, he taught me everything about merchandising and branding. So I rolled with it. I went with the Viking theme because that way I can go wherever I want with this, and it's not just with wrestling. Yeah. And I've been into Vikings my whole life. I have a big Viking ship tattooed on my arm. I've been into them as long as I can remember. And so I had a championship made, and it's a traveling title that will go between companies. Currently, we are without a champion, and currently working on fixing that as we speak, working with a couple companies.
It's a beautiful belt.
Thank you. I
Title,
that.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. But that was, the cool thing about that is it was bought 100% with merch money. Yeah. That was how I paid for it, was money that I made for merch. I saved it up and reached out, and a couple companies have used it. There's been a company, Rampage Pro Wrestling, hasn't run in a while, but they ran it there for a while.
It was used at Outbreak at one time?
It's been here, and there's talks in it coming back. So hopefully soon we'll see it here again.
So the important thing that I think you do, I think is really, really cool, and I think a reason why a lot of wrestlers respect you and they wear your gear and they support you 100% is when people go to shows, when you have moments at wrestling shows that if they're captured, they help guys break into the business. Ace Austin jumped off a backboard, and 3 months later he's signed to Impact and he's X Division champion. And that all happens because someone goes to an independent show and does what you do. So I think that's super, super important for the business because you take time out of your day, you travel, you bring your wife, your friend, you're taking time that you don't have to do to go to shows and not only help the promotions, but you're helping out independent superstars and giving them an opportunity for their craft to be seen so they have an opportunity to possibly go on to do better things. And I think that's very cool that what you do, and I respect the hell out of it. Yeah.
That's the purpose behind it, is to just help as many people as I can, and the reason I sell merch is so that I can keep traveling and going to different shows.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. We are going to do a shirt exchange next show.
Absolutely.
So I have a hat. The hat is super comfortable.
Thank you.
I rock it a lot. Oh, yeah, show off the shirt here.
This is one of them. I have many, many different designs. So I've got one with a bear on it. I've got hoodies with a wolf on it. Yeah. I'm trying to stick as close to the Viking theme as I can. So
where can people find your merch page, your pages?
On all social media, you can just search Valhalla Visions, and I've got pages on there, and just reach out to me, and I can always ship stuff out, and I try to keep the shipping costs as low as possible so we can get that out to people. So
yeah, the guy does great work. This is the kind of stuff that we find, not only just for the podcast in general, that's our general theme of the podcast, is finding these cool things, but we carried it over to wrestling, and this is something that I definitely want people to understand and know about. We put over other podcasts, but this is not so much a podcast, which I wouldn't think you have a bad, we do a thing called Car Ride Home, where after the show you drive home and kind of do a review. Yeah. You see a lot of shows. Yeah. I think there's a little market there for you.
I'll put some thought into it, definitely.
You should look at it, and I can help you with equipment if you want to do that.
Okay, cool.
But everyone go check out his thing. He does amazing things. He helps wrestlers get over, and that'll do it for Outbreak. See you next time.